Hello, this is Konbu. This time, I'd like to go to Kofu. This is the Azusa number 21, a limited express train bound for Matsumoto, and I'll be taking it to Kofu Station. I'm here at Shinjuku Station, where the train originates. The doors have just opened. Passengers are boarding one after another. I sat in the very front seat, and in the front row, there's a table attached to the wall like this, which is a bit longer than the tables at regular seats. The Azusa is a train that goes all the way to Matsumoto, but there's also the Kaiji, a limited express train that originates and terminates at Kofu Station, which runs on the very same line. This time, I booked through Ekimae, and if you book in advance, you can get about a 30% discount on the limited express ticket. If you try to book right before, the 30% off tickets are almost always sold out. But this time, I booked about 2 or 3 weeks in advance, so I got to ride with the 30% discount. For the basic fare ticket, you can just tap your Suica card at the ticket gate, and the fare will be automatically deducted. The Azusa is a limited express train that runs on the Chuo main line. The Chuo main line is a railway line that connects Tokyo Station, Shinjuku Station, and Nagoya Station via Shiojiri Station. So what we, or rather people in Tokyo, often call the Chuo line is just the name for the Tokyo side. It's actually one continuous line all the way to Nagoya. And at Shiojiri, the jurisdiction is divided between JR East and JR Central. The train car I'm on is the E353 series, which was designed by the industrial designer Kyuyuki Okuyama, a famous designer who also worked on the Enzo Ferrari. Mr. Okuyama was involved in a scandal. He got caught speeding, so he may have stepped back from the front lines for now. But he is a very famous designer who has worked on things like the Shinkansen, as well as various cars like Ferraris. On this channel, called the Gohoubi Holiday Laboratory, I've posted videos about airplanes, first-class flights, hotel stays, and travel all over Japan and even overseas, like the Philippines and Shanghai. However, I've mainly focused on travel by plane or car, and I haven't really made many videos about traveling by train before. The reason is, it's quite a long drive from the city center. It takes about 3 hours, so it's faster to go by train. Also, Yamanashi is famous for Koshu wine, and if you want to drink wine, you can't drive. I'm thinking of having some wine during this trip, so for that reason as well, I decided to go by train. Right now, about 70 people have subscribed to the channel, so I'm still a fledgling video creator who hasn't even reached 100 subscribers yet. My first goal has always been to reach 100 subscribers, so I'm continuing to post with that in mind. If you like this video, I would be very happy if you subscribe. The video will continue for a while after this. Yes, and while I've been talking, the train will soon be arriving in Kofu. I was on the train for quite a while. It takes about an hour and a half from Shinjuku to Kofu, I think. It was non-stop from Tachikawa to Kofu, so I was just riding the whole time. Okay, the ticket gates at Kofu Station look like this, and there's a shopping facility inside the station called Celio. On the upper floors of this Celio, there's a bookstore and some restaurants. There's a Caesarea, and also a Houtou noodle shop, a restaurant serving Kofu's local cuisine. It feels like a convenient shopping facility right inside the station. And now, I'm going to head out into the city. Apparently, on this day, there was a soccer match between two teams, Ventfora Kofu and Consadole Sapporo. So there were quite a few older gentlemen wearing Consadole uniforms. It seems a lot of people came to watch the match. And this is the south exit of Kofu Station. Over here, there are a lot of things like the bus terminal and the taxi stand. All the main buildings are concentrated on the south side. The north side seems pretty quiet. And there's a Yodobashi camera. Having a major electronics store in front of the station really makes it feel much more like a big city. And there's a Maneki Neko karaoke place and so on. The area in front of the station is quite lively. I hadn't eaten lunch and was exhausted, so I want to eat some Houtou noodles. When you think of a Kofu specialty, it has to be Houtou noodles. The restaurant I visited this time is Kosaku, the Kosaku Kofu Ekimae branch. If you search for Houtou noodle restaurants near Kofu Station, this is usually the first one that comes up. It was varied. Well, there were a few people waiting, so I put my name down, and after waiting behind 2 or 3 groups, I finally got in. Maybe the turnover is a bit slow. There weren't many groups waiting, but I feel like I waited for about 20 minutes. Okay, the first thing I ordered was horse motsuni. Horse in motsuni, isn't that rare? Horse meat. Yes, I'm having my companion, Hijiki-chan, try it now. This is very delicious. The flavor isn't that different from regular pork or beef matsu. The horse meat in this motsuni stew isn't that different from what you'd normally eat. The flavor is well absorbed, the texture is firm, and it's delicious. And now the main dish, the Houtou noodles, has arrived. On the left is the pumpkin Houtou, and on the right is the shishiniku Houtou. Shishiniku is wild boar. So, I'm serving it up like this to eat. There's quite a large portion. The wild boar Houtou has a larger portion than the pumpkin one, and the price is a bit higher as well, but I'm eating it. As for the Houtou noodles, they are very filling, and the miso flavor is so gentle. This is incredibly delicious. No exaggeration, it was 3 times more delicious than I expected. It made me think, wow, were Houtou noodles always this good? I mean, I've always liked them, but this flavor completely overwrote my previous memories. It was truly a shock. The last time I ate Houtou was at a restaurant inside Kofu Station, but I felt that this place was even more delicious than my memory of that one. Of course, the restaurant in the station is also delicious, but you can tell this is a famous restaurant. Starting with pumpkin, there are also things like bracken ferns, lots of mountain vegetables in there. There are also taro, carrots, and other root vegetables, so it tastes very healthy, like it's good for you. It comes with pickles. The takuan is regular, but the cucumber isn't a pickle. It's just a raw, unseasoned cucumber. After that, I just kept eating quietly and finished all the Houtou. I'm pretty full now. Yes, I finished the whole thing. Along with the motsuni, it was delicious. And this is what the inside of the restaurant looks like. It's a Japanese style room. so it has a very relaxing atmosphere. Oh, and this is a different restaurant. It says it's the birthplace of tori motsuni, chicken giblet stew. This tori motsuni is also famous, or rather, it's another specialty dish of Kofu. Later, right before heading back, I'm going to eat some tori motsuni at a restaurant in the station, but yes, I'm back outside now. And you know, it was just so hot today. So hot. The high was around 37 degrees Celsius, just really hot. It was hotter than Tokyo. I think one reason is that it's in a basin. Kofu is surrounded by the Kofu Basin, so with mountains all around, it's hard for the heat to escape. And then there's the Föhn effect, where wind coming over the mountains brings very dry, hot air. Combined with that, Kofu, being in a basin, gets extremely hot in the summer. I think Kyoto is also very hot in the summer for the same reason. So, we've come in front of this statue of Takeda Shingen. The statue is only slightly visible. Takeda Shingen was a warlord from the Warring States period, a very well-known daimyo. He invaded the neighboring province of Shinano, now Nagano Prefecture, and in the process, fought Uesugi Kenshin in the famous battles of Kawanakajima, which are said to have spanned 5 encounters. While fighting there, he brought most of Shinano under his control. He was the warlord of Kai Province, and Kai Province is what we now call Yamanashi. And the JR Limited Express train, the Kaiji, gets its name from the fact that it travels on the road to the province of Kai. It was truly at a level where it was dangerous to be outside for too long today. Really. The moment you step outside, you immediately want to get back into a cool place. Alright, now I'm heading towards the north exit. The south exit was the urban center with lots of restaurants, city hall, the prefectural office, and other major buildings, but the north side is a bit quieter. There's the NHK building, but there are relatively fewer buildings. I think there were some apartment buildings. And then there's the Koshu Yume-Koji, which I'm heading to now. It's a small shopping center with a retro atmosphere. It has a kind of stylish, quaint vibe. And what you can see here is a Chatteray's Cafe. I'll be going here later, too. Yes, it was so hot that I just wanted to get inside somewhere. So I'll be visiting here later. So, in just one day, I visited quite a few of the main facilities around the station. So I hope you'll look forward to the second half of the video as well. This tower-like structure you see, made of brown bricks, is the Toki no Kane, the Kofu Toki no Kane, Bell of Time. This is a reproduction of the Bell of Time that told the time to residents for over 200 years until the early Meiji period. Apparently, there's a button you can press, and when you do, the sound of the bell will ring. That's what it is, I hear. At night, it's lit up, which adds to the atmosphere of this Yume-Koji area, giving it a very moody and atmospheric feel. So, in terms of city planning, the south exit is a bustling downtown area with many commercial facilities, but the north exit has been intentionally kept quiet, preserving a townscape that evokes history up to around the early Meiji period. And this Koshu Yume-Koji opened in 2013. So, as part of the redevelopment of the north exit, there was a movement to restore a retro townscape. In terms of scale, it was quite compact. And, well, it had things like an art museum and restaurants. There was a small museum in a storehouse, an exhibition room for artworks, and an accessory shop. The rest are basically eateries. There are cafes, a hamburger place, an Italian restaurant, and so on. But each shop seemed quite small in size, and it's divided into a first and second floor. This is the Toki no Ken. And this rather unusual building is the Yamanashi Culture Hall. It's the headquarters of Yamanashi Broadcasting System. This was designed by Kenzo Tange. Speaking of Kenzo Tange, he's the very famous architect who designed renowned buildings like the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, the Yoyogi National Gymnasium, and the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. I think this building is also very fascinating. It has an organic, living feel to it, doesn't it? And in front of the station, they have misters spraying from the trees like this. It feels like this might make the heat a little more bearable, but it's still a real scorcher today. Okay, so to be continued in the sequel, but after this, I'll be doing a Koshu wine tasting at the station, having Italian for dinner, and continuing to enjoy the charms of Kofu. Each and every one of your channel subscriptions, likes, or comments really encourages me to keep posting videos. For example, with my Sapporo video, the Oya History Museum video, or my Shanghai video, some people have said things like, I'm planning to go to Shanghai soon, so I'll use your video as a reference. I've had people tell me that my videos were helpful for planning their sightseeing routes, so I really appreciate hearing that kind of feedback. It's what keeps me going. Thank you all so much, always. Well then, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please look forward to the next video.